I know you probably love that distinction as being the oldest to do something. Were you aware of that record at all coming into tonight, and how does it feel?
I was aware of it in the first game we played due to Aaron Heifetz letting me know if it was okay to make a PA announcement about it. And I said, yeah, whatever, all good. So, yes, that was my first initial hearing of the potential of breaking a record. But, obviously records are records. They're always going to be broken. Unfortunately, I ruined that for Lily. But for me, it's just about winning games. It's helping the team. I don't go searching for these records. It's just it's a good reminder just to know how grateful and honored I am to step out onto the field. Nothing is ever been given to me. I've had to earn every single opportunity, and it's just fun to be out there playing.
And then on the goal, just for it to happen so quickly, how important is it to get off to fast starts like that, and what did you see on the play?
Well, it was huge. We spent a great deal of time on set pieces, and the kickoff is in that. So we stuck to the plan, and everybody executed it to the best of their ability. And it was very quick. Bounced it through several players. Rose eventually got on it and played a great ball in with her left foot. It's like her bread and butter, and I was able to kind of be on that back shoulder of the defender, took a touch and just toe poked it in there.
Thank you, Danielle. Let's go to Meg Linehan. Go ahead, Meg.
Carli, I was just hoping that you could maybe talk about what you have seen out of Midge Purce's development as she tries to make this roster. Obviously, you see her both in camp, in national team games, and with Gotham. But what tonight with her goal, with her sliding back to outside back, what do you see from her right now?
I have to give a lot of credit to Midge. I think that she's not only kind of taken her game to another level, but she's becoming more professional. This is a 24-hour, 7-day job week. You can't really switch off. You're finishing training, and you've got to do everything possible to recover and make sure you're firing on all cylinders coming back. So, I know that it's been kind of difficult for her, and being in this environment, I think, has helped push her, and then it's helped push her with Gotham as well. And I've just kind of seen her just take, a more, driven approach, like she wants to push for a roster selection, and I think it's great to see, because I have seen her throughout the league in previous years, and I think she's done a tremendous job of just improving her game. And obviously it's not easy for a player. Dunny obviously does it, but to play forward and then get slide back and play outside back, it's not an easy thing. So definitely credit to her, and it's been a joy to be able to play with her and be her teammate at Gotham.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carli. Appreciate it.
Yep. Let's go to Mike DeCourcy again. Go ahead, Mike.
Yes, Carli, if the Olympics had been a year ago, obviously you would have been a year younger, and I know you were playing exceedingly well at the point at which it all went down. Does it make a difference to you now? I mean, how you feel you're playing for it to be coming this July instead of last July?
I actually feel better, and I don't think that if it was played in 2020, a number of different things wouldn't have happened. My family wouldn't have been a part of it. I wouldn't have had knee surgery. I changed up my strength program, started working with a guy back home. I have a new trainer that I do ball work with. So I feel like I went from, thinking that, I'm continuing to get better to just like a whole nother level. I've never been this fit, fast, explosive. just my overall game. I just feel like I've been doing so much studying of different forwards, positioning, runs, checking into the pocket, getting in behind the back line, different finishing, being better with my first touch, being better with back to goal, holding the ball up. I mean, there's been so many things that I've worked on and tried to, finesse in the last year or so. So I'm actually, I think in a better position than I was back in 2020. So just really grateful and just going to keep plugging away.
Thanks, Carl. Let's go to Jonathan Tannenwald. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Thank you, Aaron. I'm curious.
The one who thinks I won't make the roster, right?
I haven't said that.
Yep. Believe me, I read it. I see everything. You got a hometown dude that can never support me, but go ahead.
I'm curious as to following on what Mike said about how you've been working on evolving your game as a center forward, what your conversations with Vlatko have been like about that, and whether it has opened up more opportunities for you with him, do you think?
Well, I've really only honed this position, I would say, since Vlatko's kind of come on board, because the way that the number 9 position was played was a bit different with Jill. And obviously, we didn't high press, we didn't do certain things. So I feel like the way that Vlatko wants our team to play kind of just fits me. I love high pressing. I love putting the defenders and the opponents under pressure. But from, the time that Vlatko came on board to now, to this day, I've literally just been a sponge trying to continuously get better and evolve my game. And so I feel like at the beginning of the year, that's what I was focused on. I was in the classroom learning every game. I was figuring out my positioning, runs, this, that, and now having played in the league for the last seven weeks, now it's just playing and putting it all together. And so I really feel like it is all coming together, and just got to keep going. And yeah, I think I've evolved in 5 different positions. I've played pretty much 5 different positions with the national team. So just honing another position gives me more motivation, and just going to do everything I can to help the team.
Thanks, Carl. Last one for Carli goes to Corey Repkin. Go ahead, Corey.
Oh, another one.
Hey, Carli. I'm curious, when you got to the point in your career, obviously at 38, there's a lot of longevity in your career now. When did you get to the point that it was important to you, or you thought you might be able to extend your career to this point at such a high level?
When I started out on this journey in 2005, I kind of envisioned like 3 phases that would have put me to 2016 Olympics. But as I got through 2012 Olympics, the thought of having just one more cycle, I wasn't ready. So from that point on, I knew that I wanted to go 4 cycles. Some bumps in the road, things didn't always go as smooth, which is life, and that's all part of, my journey. But this 4th phase for me was something that I really wanted to push for. And I wouldn't have been able to do it, had I not lived a consistent lifestyle on and off the field. I've literally haven't switched off for 17, 18 years. It's been hardcore craziness. I'm sure my husband and friends and family are going to be excited when I'm done playing, because I'll actually get to do things. But it's been all worth it to me. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I don't have any regrets, but I have literally done everything possible to continue to play this to this point, and I'm feeling so good. I wish I had maybe 5 years left in the tank, but it's going to come to a point where it's not a physical thing with me. It's just going to be a life decision to want to kind of start the next chapter whenever that comes.